Alright guys, welcome to Season 2 of Sunday Night Dead, Episode 1. Please wait as we get things set up to begin our episode.
Welcome to Sunday Night Dead.
Hi everybody! It's nice to be back. Yeah, that's pretty much the best way to sum it up. Nice to be back. So I'm sure there are a lot of people in here that have questions. I have answers, and I see we've got quite a few people in the chat already, so hello to all of you. I've missed you all so much. This has been what feels like forever, and I mean this has been since Christmas that it's just been my channel's just tanked. I've done like nothing. I've had no motivation. Just so much going on. It's just horrible. But to start things off, I will have you guys know that this week I plan on doing quite a few videos. There's some adventures not really planned, but I'm trying to figure out and make happen. So I'm pretty much going to try to go out and adventure every day this week, because this is the 1 week I have to actually finally do that now. So I'm going to take advantage of it and do so. So, the question that I knew I was going to get. How am I feeling? Well, currently I'm hurting a little bit right now because, funny enough, I remembered to get my soda, but I forgot to take my pills. So, a little bit of pain, but it's enough that I can tolerate it. And, I'm really trying to not be on meds all the time. I don't like being on like medication a lot. So I'm pretty sure everybody in here knows, but to those of you that don't know, and there we go with me already having trouble talking, I knew that was going to happen. Christmas, I got COVID. By I got COVID, I mean everybody here in the house got COVID. It was lovely. So, had to deal with that, and I had scheduled that I was going to start doing my dental procedures. It's just, I keep avoiding it, and I keep dreading that I don't want to go through with it and get it done because I know it's going to be miserating, and so far it's coming to the miserating end of things. It was pretty much spot on with how this was going to be. So I figured with it being winter and not having much work to do landscaping wise, I'm like, you know what, good time to put in to do my dental stuff and just get it done. Yeah. So step one was my evaluation. We came up with a game plan. The idea was to save as much as possible on the bottom, and the top is just shot. Which, no surprise. I'm sure you guys that have seen me in person and those of you that paid attention to videos know that my top is like bad. My bottom, not so terrible. So bottom's getting saved with a partial, and the top just is going to be completely ripped out, and I'm just going to get a full denture up top. So where we're at currently is my bottom is almost done. It's like, ironically, the shadow is like right on my mouth, so you guys can't even see if I have teeth or not. It's awesome. Thanks, darkness. You're helping me. So I have like my fronts here and my wisdom teeth. So that's going to be like my anchor to like clamp in a piece here. My front, my bottom will be finished on the 23rd. Done. I'm not going to have the partial yet, but as far as like repairing the damaged teeth that I'm keeping, on the 23rd, that's done, over with. Then on the 1st, everything up top comes out, which there's only 7 teeth, but 2 of them are wisdom teeth. I never had my wisdom teeth taken out, so ironically, out of all my teeth, I still have all 4 wisdom teeth. Figure that out. But yeah, so that's probably going to be the worst part of it. But yeah, so 7 teeth up top, they're all coming out, and then a month from then, they're going to fit for the partial and for the top denture. So April, I will have I'll have teeth in April. Jonathan, what's up, buddy? As far as what I went through already, what was bad on the bottom has been removed. What was severely broken has been removed. The ease of doing so was horrible. I still have bruising all in my gums and stuff. Let me just tell you how fun it is. So for 3 of my teeth, they actually, as soon as they clamped on them and went to yank them, they just shattered. Like, it was just shrapnel everywhere. And then as they're trying to dig them out, it was just pieces flinging out and going all over the place. Numbing was like impossible, which usually translates to there being like the teeth are infected. When you have an infection, the teeth you don't numb. You get no numbing. So for the bulk of the time, I wasn't even fully numb. And the worst one, which was my back molar, it shattered, and then they actually had to take the drill, and they were trying to drill out some of the bone, like my jawbone, to try to actually get this tooth all the way out. And I broke 9 of their little dental drill bits, which he said was like, he don't know how the hell that even happened. And I'm just like, great, I get to be the one to break a record, not wanting to be that person. And which he thinks must have been a flaw with the company that he got the tools from. And that took over an hour to get just that one tooth out. So I've been in excruciating pain because every week was going back for something else to get done. So it's been hard, and I'm still hurting from literally all this stuff, all back here where I was messed with so bad. I feel like swelling all in here. He says when he looks inside my mouth, he can see all the bruising and everything. It's been quite the experience, and this is why I've been putting it off, because I didn't want to go through this. Even though all my stuff was messed up, I wasn't in pain, so I was comfortable and I was content. I just didn't care. And then I was just like, it's time to just be done with it and get it done. So yeah, and that's the thing. It's I've been taking pain pills, but it's just considering I don't want to be on pills all the time, because it was every week that I was going to have a new procedure done. So it was the moment I felt like I was finally able to put the medication down, I was immediately picking it right back up. And I'm just and I get it, I know I wasn't taking anything addictive, or, it's not like I take pills all the time and stuff, but it's in my head, it's okay, well, if it's something where I can tolerate it and it's manageable, how I'm feeling right now, I'm just I'd rather just deal with it. I don't want to, I just don't want to feel like I'm living off pills, it's kind of, that's where you're at with it. And, mental health with all this, obviously it's a little bit depressing. It's a lot to go through. It's a lot of fear. So let's rewind. I got COVID at Christmas, so I was trapped in the house. And then, I started the dental procedures. I'm not working every day, so more just being in the house. And yeah, Jennifer, there is an end to it. Thank God. I'm almost there. And at least pretty soon I can look back and be like, well, I bit the bullet and I got it done with. Versus still dreading it and putting it off. So there is that hope. It's just sitting there in the chair, dealing with it and going through it just sucks. But as it is during the winter, people get depressed and things anyway, and this whole thing has been nothing but just my brain just wants to explode. This has just been the most horrendous. Yeah, I can't stand it. So yeah, as you guys know, I took a turn and started doing a lot of the train display stuff. I really started hammering down and working on the layout to try to improve that, make that better, buying some stuff for it. And, it's came a long way, and I really can't wait to show you guys just how cool it actually looks now. You've seen little peeks of it and stuff, but there is still some stuff pre-ordered, some stuff ordered. and other things I have to touch up before I really showcase it nicely. But I am also going to start filming, which I already have one video coming out tomorrow at 10 in the morning. What is it? I'm going to start like showing the trains like one by one. Well, the worst part is yet to come. The worst part is going to be on the 1st. That's when the 7 are coming out in one shot. So, I mean, hopefully that doesn't go that bad. Hopefully it's okay. But that's, right there is where the worst of it is going to end up, be at. I totally didn't say that right. That's where the worst is going to be. So. But anyway, for right now that we've kind of cleared the elephant in the room there, let's go ahead and give you guys something funny and show you the meme of the week. Boo. And my little one coming up to scare me. So this is that moment when you realize you heard a train and missed it. And, funny enough, this is kind of what happens all the time at my house, because I live right next to the railroad tracks, and then out of nowhere I'll hear the train, swing my door open, and be like, really? I missed it. And yeah, Jamie, this is true. If RJ was in here, which I know he'll watch the replay, this is true. I've ran, and Jamie has ran, and RJ has ran down my street many a times to catch the train, because it's right there. So Adam, I hope everything's going well in Texas. You can feel free to send your weather up. I know you're probably having better weather than us. It was getting nice. We were having nice weather. Even Matt put out a video and had even said we're getting nicer weather. And then it snowed today. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It was just in the 50s and now it snowed. Okay, and yeah, so anyway, I guess I will kind of tell you guys then. So with my display for the trains, what I've actually started hunting on is the the local numbers. So and I wouldn't even really necessarily say local as in local, but any trains that I have seen in person or I could potentially see in person. So a lot of the trains that are actually coming to my display are, I guess, a part of I guess you would say a collectible status, because I'm going after particular and specific engines. So I have Strasbourg trains. I have a train pre-ordered that's actually from the Strasbourg Museum. I have Jim Thorpe trains, Port Clinton trains, and they are all specific numbered. So for Jim Thorpe, we've got 2530, 2531. Then we've got the coaches and caboose that match with all numbers. 425s pre-ordered in multiple scales. As far as other stationed in Port Clinton comes to Jim Thorpe, 270 with 275, which is the AB unit. That's pre-ordered O-scale. And we've also got layaway on 2102, which is the steam engine that is coming to Jim Thorpe. That's in Port Clinton. That was put out of service in 1991, so has not ran in 30 years and is now being restored and coming to Jim Thorpe in the coming months. So it's kind of cool because, like, then, you know, as you see the trains, like, for example, 2531 actually passed my house today, and I'm like, hey, you know, that's the same train that I have on my layout, you know, specifically with the number. Yes, as Jamie put on there, 2102 Reading, the T1. It's kind of fun because it's neat to have, like, the little one, which in my case it's kind of a big little one, and then, you know, be able to actually see the real thing. Like, it's neat, and getting them numbered, matched, and everything is just, like, really freaking cool. And Jamie's actually started doing that too, and so has RJ with some of the Reading and Northern engines. It's fun. It really does. It adds like something cool, because then you basically get to see what's on your table out in the real world and what's out in the real world on your table. You know, like, so for example, I have two variations of 611. I have an MTH O scale 611, and I have a MTH HO scale 611. So it's neat because they're actually 611 versus where like Lionel, for example, they actually have fake numbers. So for example, their Class J engine, they have one, it's numbered like 713 or something, and it's actually an engine that doesn't even actually exist. Like, realistically, if you look up J class, like 713 or whatever it is, it's not real. It's never existed. Which I guess Lionel does a lot of. They make fake numbers. But it is... And there's the 9 o'clock train coming at 9:22. Train is coming. So yeah, Jamie has 425, 1542, 5049, and 5018 and 5019 on order. The old 426, which is now 5033. Yeah, it's so neat having, like, the specific numbers. It's kind of like having, like, a game, kind of. Hey Matt, which engines do you have, and which like what numbers are they? If you know, are they trains that you've seen in person, or like have ever, like, or that you could see in person? Or I'm actually not sure what trains you have. Thanks, Jennifer. Trust me, that will be gone very, very fast. We'll definitely put that towards the train display. Thank you. Yeah, working on the train display is, you know, it's kind of hard to really, like, come out and say, like, when you're, like, depressed. But I think, honestly, with winter, COVID, and all this stuff going on with my teeth and everything, I really feel depressed. Train's getting closer, and working on the layout has really, like, helped, like, zone in my focus to kind of help feel better. So that's why it's getting built so fast now, because I've had time to just sit and focus on it. I mean, there were some times I was up till like 3 in the morning just painting it, because I can't sleep. For some reason, ever since COVID, I haven't slept right. And now the horn is stopped, and it's just thumping down the rails. I love that you guys can hear it on the mic too. That's so awesome. I'm just enjoying sitting here listening to the train at the moment. Okay, Matt. So yeah, I have a video coming out tomorrow at 10, unboxing my N-scale train that I have. I'll be honest. I'm completely honest because we have people of all different, train scales in here. I was always a huge O-scale fan, which I still am primary. I'm sticking to my roots with the O-scale, and that's where my focal point is. So like my primary search for like authentic numbers are genuinely with the O-scale. HO and N are kind of like, if they happen, they happen. They're not my concern, but if I'm going to be able to run them, that'd be cool. So for example, 611 and O-scale I have, but will never fit on my layout. So I am fortunate enough to have the HO version of 611, and that one actually does run on my layout. So I'm collecting the numbers for O-scale, but I am starting to enjoy the HO. I'm actually enjoying HO a lot more than I really thought I would. I do really like the Broadway Limited brand, which RJ got me hooked on, and it's mainly because of the features and functions that these trains have. Plus they have this thing called Rolling Thunder, which I looked into. Not sure it's something I'm ever going to do. I may not. But you can actually connect a subwoofer to these engines and have it literally like sound like you're right there next to the train. Like it's incredible what these things can do. I do. I really like the HOs. And I'm sure like some of the O-scale does that stuff too, but I don't have the capability to power up, an O-scale of that like magnitude. Like my O-scales I have, I physically I can't run. I have a big boy. I have 611. I have 225. Those can't run. I'm just barely able to run my Reading and Northern units, and they're on a boosted power pack to get them to go. And then N-scale, I haven't done much with yet, but I got my little one, the Thomas, in N-scale, because I'm like, well, it's little. If it breaks, it was cheap, whatever. And I ended up liking it, and I'm like, wow, this thing is like, no offense, Jamie, don't kill me. It's not as much of a piece of crap as I thought it was. Like, that's the thing. I really thought with how small it was, like, I just kind of thought like they'd tip over and they'd just like blow into pieces. Like, I'm just like, I could never, see myself going that small. Like, they got to be so fragile, and really they're just as fragile as the bigger ones. And the N scale that I have is 4449, which is the California daylight train, and it's cool. I can't run it. My curve is too tight, so I haven't even started on that yet. But I already see that I'm going to enjoy it because with how small my layout is, I can finally have something that isn't going to just go in a frickin' circle, so that'll be kind of nice. So, Matt, are you adding like the N scale to what like you're putting your HO on, or are you like building a separate thing? Or are you going to do what I'm doing and like stack tables and just like make this like tower? Oh, so you're going to take the HO scale stuff off and just do a full N scale layout. All right, Matt. Yeah, I mean it really for tight spaces. I mean, yeah. Now, granted, you've seen my display in person. You know what I've managed to pull off. But having something, especially if you're going for something realistic, it is so much better to have something that you can actually enjoy to do that with it. And I really feel like N is that train, like that scale. N is feasible for a small area. Of course, me, though, I screwed up because the N that I got is going to be like freaking long as hell by the time I add all the cars to it. Because, me being me, I jump into the first thing I see that I like and don't research it and realize that I screwed up. Alright, Adam, it was great seeing you again, buddy. Ow, there goes my elbow. Add that to my pain list. Oh, so I do got to show everybody, which this will be here. I'm actually going to have this in my hands tomorrow. RJ found something awesome at a antique store and actually picked it up for me. Let me see if I can find it here. Come on. I'd be able to find it a little bit easier if RJ didn't text me so much. But I text him a lot too, so it kind of goes hand in hand. We gotta stop texting each other because then I can go back and find the messages. So now he sent me a picture. Let's go. Where are we at here? Da-da-da-da. I'm getting to it. Okay, here it is. So RJ has found this. If we can get it to focus. Haha. That he got at a antique store. It's called Crucium Casket Co. So casket company. And it's HO scale, which is going to look freaking awesome. And then, of course, with RJ doing that, I've tasked Jamie with 3D printing some caskets. So we'll have some HO size caskets to go with the little building there, which is like awesome because that totally fits all my stuff. That's adding a little bit of me to the layout, literally. See, that's the thing, is like, if you're my friend, you are just not going to know what sick and twisted kind of thing I'm going to come up with next. And it's kind of funny. I mean, granted, it's all Halloween based, usually. That's where my more weird ideas come from. But it's like, for example, like when RJ had a casket in the back of his truck bed, and we're driving along, and I asked RJ, I'm like, so is this the most weird thing that you've ever had in your truck? And he's like, yeah, it is. And I'm like, well, it might get worse. The more you hang around me, the weirder the shit's going to be. And it's nothing bad. It's just, I got to be honest, it was kind of funny with all the tractor trailers that sit up higher passing by and looking like this at his truck bed as they're going by, seeing a casket in there. So we are, oh, Brian's in here. What's up, Brian? So we are on point for having an active funeral in the yard for Halloween this year, which I think is going to be freaking awesome. How about a Halloween train display? Jennifer, don't get me started. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to stop. I'm like literally out of space. I have I still have to like pay for my pre-orders and stuff, so there's still like a lot of money that's got to be dumped into this, but and then like sceneries and things like that. But my Harry Potter train, that I have to figure out what I'm doing with, because that's not even going to fit on there now. And the Area 51, I still have to squeeze in there at the bottom. Yeah. That layout is going to have no room for a Halloween train, but doesn't mean we can't figure out something somewhere else. They do make Halloween trains. Matt, that would be awesome. But yeah, so literally there will be a casket just laying there with lights on it. And what I would like to do is actually have a light on the inside strobing and have fog like seeping out from like the lid. I think that would be like insanely cool. And we'll set up like the what do you call it, the canopy tent thing, and I'll line chairs up and just boom, casket right there. You know, Jennifer, that's actually a really cool idea. I like the sound of that. That's very cool. You know, and Matt, it's kind of funny because usually the expression is don't let your first ride in a hearse be your last. And you're making it be like your first like sleep in a coffin not to be your last. And you know, it's funny, so this is hilarious. So what is it, Six Flags, I think it is, maybe if somebody on here knows, I think it's Six Flags, does the whole thing where you can sleep in a coffin for 30 hours. Like for 30 hours you have to stay in a coffin, and then you win like $600 and the opportunity to keep the coffin you slept in. And here's me sitting here like, you're advertising this to the person who has caskets and a hearse sitting in the driveway. Like, that would just be cake for me. Like, I would enjoy it. And then I wouldn't even care about getting the prize money. I would just have another casket. Like, I'd do it for that. More props. I'd be like at Six Flags, like, yeah, this is normal at my house, so sorry, but I know I'm gonna win. Yeah, Matt, it's really not, but the fact of getting the coffin afterwards, that's kind of where I'd be at with it. They'd probably tell me I wouldn't be allowed to. They gotta ask people that, like, do you own a hearse or caskets? Because then you're disqualified. Because, you know, I could practice right now. Honestly, I would get a kick out of it. I'm just that type of person. I'd be like, yep, normal. But yeah, the what do you call it? The old trains are really cool. Um, I do believe most of them are actually like on the pricier end. Um, if you're getting the new ones, I think the more like detail in some of those, like they get pricey. They don't really make like the I don't think they make like the plastic like cheaper versions of the old ones. I could be wrong though. I am glad they do that though, because like if my number 90 wasn't a plastic lower end one, I wouldn't even be able to run 90. They did actually make a an authentic 90 that's like I think like $1,500. Um, but my track would never power that, and I wanted to actually have 90 runs. So, which actually with some of my pre-orders, I have. So, all right, I have 3 425s pre-ordered. I have MTH's 425, which is spot on authentic. And then I have Lionel's 425 out of the new catalog, which is way less. It's more than half the price cheaper than MTH's, and it's plastic, just like my 90 is. But that one I'll actually be able to run on the layout, which is why I did that. And then I have, thanks to Jamie pointing it out, the N scale 425, but it's not going to be the same color that Jamie has. It's going to be a lighter shade of blue. I guess it's an older color scheme blue, so it'll probably be more of a blue on par with like 225 on my layout. You know, what's crazy is we've managed to be chit-chatting for over 40 minutes already, and I haven't started the replay video yet. That goes to show you how long I've been away. Oh, yeah. And, Matt, yeah, some of the new big boys actually have smoke. Like, the N scales actually smoke. Jamie showed me that. I resisted. I handcuffed myself and didn't do it. I gave in on the 425 though. Jamie was like coming at me with a baseball bat, like, "Here's these awesome trains, you gotta buy them." And I'm like, "No, I'm resisting." And then she's like, "Well, then here's 425." And I'm like, "Damn it, you got me." $4012. $4012. Which one's is $4012? Is that's the one at Steamtown, correct? I'm not like on par with the big boy numbers, but I think that's Steamtown. I think. Yep, okay, that's what I thought. I was so pissed. Me and Jay both were trying to get it, actually. Lionel had made Baldwin 26 in O scale. The plastic one, not like a nice die-cast one. And we were trying like hell to find that and just couldn't find it. And I was just like, no! Because Baldwin 26 is awesome. But then again, if I had gotten Baldwin 26, I probably would have went crazy and got all the other trains at Steamtown. So, probably a good thing I didn't. Uh-oh, here comes Jamie with the link for trains to try to get people to buy more trains. You know, Jamie, at this rate, they need to give you an affiliate link. You're converting everyone to N. You're getting everybody on the N scale. Yeah, you ought to like email them and be like, so here is all these people that have all these orders. I convinced them all. Give me a commission. Where is my royalties? Yeah, that is the one nice thing. Unless you're being badly influenced and pre-order multiple trains and then realize that one day your doom is coming and all of this money has to pour out of the sky for all this stuff. That's the day it sucks. The day it comes is happy, but the day you find out you got to pay for it sucks. But that is the only thing that scares me, though, because, like, 425 from MTH was supposed to come in September of 2021 and never did. And it's still on pre-order, and I'm like, ugh. So a lot of, like, the pre-order stuff isn't even coming out when it's supposed to, which really sucks. And that's another reason why I went with so many 425s, because at the end of the day, I at least want a 425. So whatever one I get, I guess. I'm really hoping for the MTH one. That's like my primary one that I want. So I can't say as long as I get the Lionel or the Broadway Limited one, I'd be happy. But if that's how it works out, then at least I have a 425. So anyway, we've been going on here for almost 50 minutes now. We do have a replay video, which I think is a pretty cool video. It's old, it's with RJ, and I think a lot of you would enjoy it. It's something you haven't already seen. So that being said, let's go ahead and get over to tonight's replay video. Alright guys, so right behind me over here is a mansion, and we're at Batstow Village in Batstow, New Jersey. And this is actually a lot here. There's a ton of different structures here. All of this is abandoned, but it's listed as a national park and you are allowed to visit here. Now, the mansion you are allowed access to. They have certain times when they do tours. However, you are not allowed to take video or photography inside, which kind of sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. So unfortunately I can't show you guys the inside, but we are definitely going to take a walk around the outside of it, and we're also going to take a walk around and show you the other structures that are here. There's a sawmill, there's all kinds of stuff, a blacksmith shop, all kinds of stuff, and I believe everything is marked out where it is. There's also a hiking trail, but I'm not going to be doing that. I'm mainly focused and worried about getting this stuff. The only downfall is it's raining, so I'm really hoping I don't screw up my camera doing this. So anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so should take a little bit of shelter right here. You can see everything's marked up above. So these are all the locations.
So they have a mansion over here that they do tours in, and we found out walking in that they don't allow video or photographs. So the next tours at 3 o'clock. We can take the tour, we can do the outside videoing and picturing, but we can't do anything on the inside. So this is something that you would definitely like to check out. It may be worth it if you want to come and check it out.
So
They
we're
also
right
have,
here.
Hiking trails.
The mansion's there, which is that over
Model
there.
type map of the entire area.
There's all stuff. And right down here is the village homes.
Zoom in on the
So these are the houses that we saw when we were, because we came up this road back over there and around in. So those are the homes.
So that's your list, and then it shows you are here, and then you can explore from there.
So bear with me, guys. I'm going to try to hopefully be in locations where it's dry. Okay, ore boat.
A little chilly, but not too February. This is a ore boat of large.
Wait to see that. No horses or bicycles. It's like a little horse stable or chicken coop kind of thing right there. But here it is, guys. Here's the coolest part by far. At least what I personally think is the coolest part. So again, this is abandoned, but it's being looked after, so let me see anything in there. Wow. Oh, here we go. Alright, so here we can see some of the tools used. It's pretty cool. See, they got a generator going on now for some of the power. And this is cool too because they have everything numbered. There's little numbers next to everything. So that way probably on here. Yep. So inside the wood shed, you see hay knives, bow saw, you know, so on and so forth. So you can identify what every tool is. This is actually extremely educational. So if you're in the area of Batstow, which is right outside of Mullica Township, this is actually kind of a cool place to check out if you're into history and getting a little bit of a lesson. So here's another nice view of it. Yeah, so like I said, unfortunately we can't go inside, but the outside view is nice. I was also just kind of interrupted by somebody who, I guess, tenants here, and maintains the property. Now, on their website, they do advertise people having drones and drone footage and, you know, drone photos of this place. So I kind of asked about the drones, but apparently in Jersey you can't have drones at all, which I don't find that valid. But they're also saying that they don't want any drones here. But again, there's, I don't know. This is definitely a cool place to check out in person. Obviously for filming you're not going to get the full experience because like I said, we can't go inside and film. So if you guys are interested, you'd have to come here yourselves. But anyway, with that being said, let's get back to filming. Alright, so aside from the mansion, now we have this other structure that's over here. Wonder if this opens it up.
On your map, probably what we have. By the looks of it, it's a schoolhouse of some sort. Maybe.
Oh, post office.
This side is
Yeah? Well, the sign says post office.
That's probably part of the tour, unless you can get in from the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know.
Side, but there's no lights on or nothing.
But yeah, right up here we got a sign that says post office. Look at the roof. Look at how that's made.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess just by looking at it. I'm gonna guess that this part is older than that part. But yeah, that is post office.
Make our way down these steps here. So I don't know if this is all the post office or if there's something else associated with it. We've also got this right over here behind us.
Down here, we got the mill. Yeah, you can get in down there.
Well, looks like we can go inside. So there's steps to go up, but they have this gated off. For some reason they don't want you going up top. Yeah, I actually don't really like this floor at all in here. Even though they're like maintaining the place, it's can't go up, but you can go down.
Upstairs, they got locked off, so you can't go upstairs, but around inside here.
The view from out the window, nothing great. Thought it would have looked a little bit better. They have that screwed shut so you can't open it, unfortunately. It would be nice to go out there on that side, but so it seems like there's going to be a lot of spots in here that are actually accessible, and this is free. The only thing that's paid for is the mansion. So looks like we'll be able to get inside of a lot of these buildings. The mansion just looks so cool. There's something that's probably a lightning rod on top of it. That's what I would guess. Guys, comment, let me know what you think about that. Really wish I could bring you guys in there and let you see it for yourselves. At least luckily though, on a good note, it did stop raining, which is something that's definitely beneficial for us. It's not going to slow down any of the production of this film. Alright guys, so here's a lot of what the inside looks like. You can see this is gated off so you can't touch anything. But everything in here is original. Obviously, except for the food, I wouldn't consider that original. Just crazy too, because you can see a lot of the old glass bottles, the aluminum bottles. Take a, see if I can zoom in on it. There's a pair of shoes in there. Actually, quite a bit of really cool, valuable for today merchandise inside. Oh look, it's an old chessboard. It's kind of a, or not chess, checkers. It's kind of dark, so I'm gonna light it up. There we go. It's a pretty cool checkerboard. Alright guys, so right here we have another structure. It's open, accessible, so we're going to see what's inside of here. Can't really see anything. Let's see if we can night shot this. Alright guys, so this is what we got going on the other side over there. This must just be a barn for horses. Wouldn't make sense. Oh wow. It's actually pretty cool. Like a saddle right there. That's neat. Yeah. This definitely must have been where the horses were, I'd say. It's pretty cool how everything's actually still hanging here. You can actually touch it. It's different. Not expected. Oh, there's an upstairs too. We're gonna night shot this. Some benches. Not entirely sure what up here would have been used for. Alright guys, so over there is the horse barn that we were just in. There's a small shed here, which doesn't really have any info. It's closed up. We have a blacksmith shop over here, followed by what I believe is 2 buildings here, and also a structure there. Now once we check that out, we're going to go back behind where the mansion is and make our way down. There's actually all the housing which is still left abandoned, and we're going to be checking that out as well. Yep, here's all the stuff. You see horseshoes and things like that are marked, which is pretty cool. Oh, I just love seeing the mansion in the background of this. So cool. But yeah, RJ and myself have actually decided we're not even going to waste our time going in for the tour. It's only $3. It's the only thing you really have to actually pay for here. But considering we can't take any photos or film, kind of goes against the point of going in. So even though it'd be a fun experience for myself, we're going to not worry about it. So we can get some more entertainment for you guys. Because obviously now this place actually closes at 4 p.m. They shut the gates to get in. So if we take the tour, which most likely take a half hour to an hour, then that means we're not going to be able to show you everything as much as we possibly can here. So let's see what's shut. Sand. Yeah, you can see there's RJ over there. Just now getting to the blacksmith station. Too sure what that is. Wow, look at the roof on that. It just, wow, that's so cool looking. It's different. It's like really thick too, whatever it is. I guess it's all just wood. There's actually a sleigh over there. There is a freaking sleigh. Check that out. That is awesome. I'm gonna stick this up top on here. Give you guys a little bit of a better view. But we've got these. Looks like there's 2 horse-drawn carriages. There's one here and there's one back behind it, which is really neat. Even the like the fabric on the seats on this one is actually pretty like elegant, I guess you'd say. So this definitely was somebody with money would have had that one. And then you can see we've got another one here which has like, looks like it has basic traditional seats. You can see like right there the backing for the seats. So these are like pretty standard. Then we've got another sleigh right there. You can see there's no wheels, it's just got the bars. That one looks pretty sophisticated. And then we've also got another sleigh over there. So that's actually pretty cool. So that is definitely something very unique and very different, and I did not expect to find something like that at all. That is awesome. That is really cool. So as you guys can see, we've got RJ caught up with us again. So we're gonna check this other spot, which also has some carriages, which is pretty cool looking, and I can't wait to turn around the camera and show you guys this. We want to check out the other section and make our way over to the houses. Look at this wagon. This is so cool. You see up top, somebody could have sat on the top portion there. We've could have sat on top there and then somebody would have been inside. That is so cool.
Horsehair seats.
Huh?
It's all horsehair. That's what they used for the seats, was horsehair. And they also used it as insulation in the home. That and newspaper. You go into like an old home like that and you pull the wall down, you usually find horsehair and newspaper for insulation.
That's pretty cool.
If they had insulation.
Right. Alright, so now we're gonna cut through here and... Oh. Hello. Didn't know this was here. Oh man, it's open. Okay. Not entirely sure what that is. See, I'm not 100% sure what this building is. I'm not 100% sure what that is attached. You know what this is? Oh, it says it?
This is the Piggery Range Barn and Underground Silo.
Underground silo.
Dope. Check it out. Well, again, we're going to put some darkness here.
Let's see, this section's locked. You can't even get in there. And I can't walk around to that side of it. I think there's a window here. Maybe. No, nope, the door. And another door. Yeah, so I can't even see what's inside of there. Starting to get a little bit of cold wind and feeling a little bit of rain again, so hoping we can continue this somewhat quickly here. This, I guess, is just like a stable. And I'm assuming before this wood probably wasn't here and you were able to walk all the way down. I think this is to keep people from actually going over there. See how they put these boards up as well. Alright, so I don't really know what's going on with the weather. I did check up back in Pennsylvania, it is snowing, and here it's kind of like wet outside. It's not raining anymore, but every once in a while I feel a little bit of a drip, and the breeze has really picked up. It's gotten really cold. So RJ's going to check out this spot here that we were just in, and then after that, like I've been saying over and over again, we're going to go behind the mansion and check out the homes. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get down there. It does look like it's a little bit of a hike, but I do want to get down there so that you guys can actually see this for yourselves. So stay with me, and we're going to do our best to try to dodge this storm and probably wrap it up for our adventure for today. All right guys, so now we're making our way over to where the houses are, to the people who work here. Hopefully this isn't too jumpy. We're trying to stay on top of time and move a little bit quickly here. But you can see there's this nice body of water here, which is pretty peaceful to look at. We've got some nice benches here so that we can stop and enjoy the view if you want to relax for a little bit. I actually do hear a waterfall. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it does look pretty cool. Seems like there might have been a sign here too at one point for it, but it's no longer here. But that is actually very nice looking. So they did close this section off. They closed this section off as well, basically meaning you're not allowed to walk out there towards the water. That's actually pretty cool. I wish the waterfall was out a little bit more where you could see it rather than being right below you. That would have been nice. But still a nice little view. Hopefully you guys were able to see that on camera well. You guys can hear there's some steady running water down there. Alright, so this is the sawmill here. And yes, it's accessible. This is pretty cool. Oh, I love the lighting in here. Whoa, look at that saw blade. That is neat. So that literally would have ran wood right down it to be chopped. You can see there's a couple different size blades there as well. It's actually nice and warm in here, which I'm enjoying. We have some American sawmill machinery. Triumph. Not sure what it is. I'm not sure what this device is for, but it's for something. Might actually be able to get a shot of that waterfall. Yes, we can. Make our way right down here. There we go. Definitely awesome to see that. I do like that. I just wish it wasn't directly under the walkway. Alright guys, so we just made our way down to the living area where the people used to live at. So we have houses here, and we also have a row of houses over there. So we're going to take you guys around. I'll let you check them out, and then we'll be wrapping up the video. These?
Very similar to Eckley's Miners Village. They have houses out back.
I got excited when the first door opened.
These have modern screen doors on them, modern window covers. So I don't know, and they actually have electric lights in them. So I don't know if these are actually lived in. No, it looks like there was one right here too. Because there's an outhouse right there.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the outhouse for this one. No, it's not. There was probably one here and they tore it down.
Yeah, there had to have been.
That was the outhouse for that one. Yeah, so they got cardboard and stuff covering the windows. Yeah, there's an air conditioner in the window. Some big, these aren't part of it. So we'll just cut all that out.
They have to be.
Moving on.
Because the one over here has a marker on it in front of it. It has a.
They both do. Well, what's the map say?
I didn't look at it.
I mean, look at the modern screen doors out. I mean, they're using them for something, because that one's got an air conditioner in it. They didn't have air conditioning back then.
Unless it's to keep them from rotting. Yeah, so we definitely don't know why there's a modern touch to these. Definitely is kind of odd. They have outhouses because they don't have bathrooms inside, but then they have electricity and air conditioning units. So I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that. But this is definitely a cool abandoned village, and I gotta say, it is definitely neat to see. Aha! Well, it's neat to see all of these, but also see that there's a mansion that overlooks all of this as well. Let's see. This is restroom open. Oh, okay. That one's fully converted into a restroom.
Oh, perfect, because I gotta go. Okay, so this one's a restroom.
Yeah.
Bingo. So. I'm gonna let you here, and you can just stare at the door for a while.
Alright guys, so we are starting to run low on time, so we have to leave here. It does seem like only the one is accessible. This gate's kind of open, so I'm gonna squeeze through here. I want to hopefully be able to peek inside. Oh yeah. Now there's inside of this one. So that's the only one that has curtains, not in it, that you can peek through from what I've seen so far. Now, actually no, it looks like this one we might be able to sneak a peek as well. Looks like there's a water fountain there. Alright. So it's actually not terrible inside. Really, actually, these aren't in bad shape. I'll have to revisit this one day in the summer. I'm sure this is a spot that the Wandering Woodsman and JP videos may actually enjoy seeing for themselves as well. Aha, open. What do we got here? I actually like the one on the end. Both of the houses on the ends here match. And they're pretty cool looking. It's like they're half a doubles. We got an open one.
Huh?
Open.
Got one?
Yeah. Okay. Carpenter Shop. Okay, so this one actually apparently wasn't even really a house. It was used as a shop. That's why this one's open. You can see what was inside. Looks like they just loaded up with crap, honestly. Looks like we got some like Christmas decorations and things. So the way I understand it, I would assume that these are just used for storage at this point. Looks like we have some trails back here, which would be awesome to walk one day. But we're not going to do that today because, as I mentioned before, this place actually locks everything up at 4 o'clock. Right now it's about 3:40, so we still got to make our way all the way back down to where the car is. Alright guys, so RJ actually spotted this one here is open, this one here is open. I'll show you guys what's inside of this one. If you want to see what's inside of that one, head over to his channel, check his video out.
There's would have been a bedroom downstairs. You can see the potty over there in the corner. And what would be dinner?
So rent is $2 a month. It's incredible. You guys can see the setup that's in here. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you do want to see a revisit of this place during the summer when it's a little bit more inviting, then leave me a comment down below. Let me know. Maybe we can do this as a meetup location and you know, invite a few friends along with us to recheck this place out. So thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.
The apocalypse.
Okay, so that was a look back at Batstow Village, which is located in New Jersey, down South Jersey there. So, I do gotta say, it's been very, very nice coming back on, having the chit chats. You know, funny enough, I never even got up. I should have got up and took pills. I literally sat here at the desk this whole time, and I should have gotten up and taken medicine. I'm like all here just hurting. Fun sleeping tonight. But tomorrow I've got planned to, well, actually the truck for the business is going in the shop to get its final touch-ups. Then the truck will be getting driven around a lot more. Then once that happens, then we're going to deal with getting the Jeep in the shop to get the gearing done. And yeah, so tomorrow the truck's going to get dropped off, and then me and RJ are going to find something to do. We've thought about possibly trying to go out and catch some trains. Maybe just kind of drive around and see what we stumble into and find. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Again, tomorrow I'm going to have a unboxing video for my 4449 N scale daylight engine. That's coming at 10 in the morning, auto scheduled. And yeah, we'll definitely do some updates on the train display. So I'm pretty much trying to, while I'm going to have a week of pain that I can tolerate, not working, and no dental appointments this week, he decided to give me a break because it's just been miserating. So I'm going to take this week to really hammer on getting back on track with doing videos, getting back in the rhythm of editing and uploading. And also that's where it comes into, you know, getting back into these. I was going to try to wait to do these until April when I have my teeth, but it's kind of a long stretch to, you know, ride everybody out. You know, I don't want to keep everybody waiting for these to come back, and I enjoy sitting here and doing this. So I was just like, well, you know what, today's the day. We are launching back up for season 2 of this. And yeah, we're gonna give this a go, and we're gonna try to stay really firm this time on being every week and trying to make that happen unless something absolutely possibly like just disrupts it. So every week we're going to stick on 9. I think 9 is the best time to just do this at 9 o'clock. It's later. Everybody's kind of more or less winding down. Good time to do it. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with some things here. Yeah, Jake, that's definitely, the shots are bad. What is it for N scale that you want to know about? I didn't get I got a set for my kid. It's the Bachman Thomas set. But I got myself a engine. I'll show you on my other phone here. I'll show you a photo. This is actually what will be the thumbnail for tomorrow's video. But I got this guy right here in N scale. 4449 daylight train. So I don't have transformer. Well, I do have a train. I can use the Thomas one for that. It's just that train is too long to fit on the track. The Thomas track is too tight of a radius. But it's DC. I want to convert it to DCC because I have the DCC 425 pre-ordered. So I would like to just have both trains DCC so I can run them on one Bachman Easy Command controller like what I'm doing with the HO. Yeah, so they do have this set where you can get all the authentic passenger cars for it. I am going to end up doing that. It's going to be a long train for being N scale. I got to be honest, the thing's actually pretty big. It's literally this long for N scale. Nice. Yeah, I seen, I guess let's get into some photos here. So, at Trains and Lanes, they have, I was just there recently, so I know the photos aren't buried in here too far. So Trains and Lanes has the O scale daylight train in the Freedom colors there. You guys can see. And they also have it in the HO with the Freedom colors. And then this is the one that I have there on layaway. This is 2102. which is the train that's coming to Jim Thorpe. You can't see that for crap. But 2102, I did get a sneak peek. I happened to go to Port Clinton, and I took a little peeks inside of the steam shop, and there's that exact engine in there getting painted up finally. And they had the tender sitting outside, and the tender is already painted, and it's a nice black. So I just am curious if they're going to put the We the People Constitution back on the side, or if they're going to do a different decal. But if they do the Constitution on it, that'd be freaking awesome. That would be seriously cool. And since I have the photos here, this is the 270 and 275 actually at Port Clinton. This I have pre-ordered from Lionel and O Scale. You guys know 425, obviously. This one's 2530. I actually have this exact train on my display already. And I did actually, funny enough, I saw 2531 today. But I didn't get a picture of it. I got a very crappy video. But I did see 2531 today, and 2531 is another one that I have. But alright guys, I think we had a great, successful, return. Jamie says that this Tuesday, if you want to ride behind 2102, is when they're going on sale. Okay. Yeah, they're going to sell out like that. I'm not interested in riding behind it. I'm interested in filming it. And I know it's going to, like, shake the crap out of my house. Can't wait for that. Yeah, Jake. Once you start, it's just... yeah. And it's great to be back, honestly. You know, even though I've been kind of sore and hurting right now, it's, you know what, it's just nice to have some normalcy back. But anyway, as I said, got a busy day planned tomorrow with hopefully some great content coming. So I do want to thank everybody for joining me in the return of Sunday Night Dead. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. I know I sure did. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys